Young people understand. This young man made 10, 15, 20 short films.
One tablespoon.
Yeah.
So never give up.
Like 10 salads for real.
You'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
See, I do like faster training, so something like this would be good because when I'm doing like a faster training, you're pulling all the stuff out.
All the stuff out. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Welcome. It is Friday, maybe August the 17th, 2018. You're in the studios of WLTT 1180 AM. The show is called No Covers Live, Straight Talk, No Chaser. I'm your host, Dawud El-Amin. This is what we call Healthy Living Friday. Before we get started today, I want to pay respects to the Queen of Soul. Lost a beautiful sister yesterday. I know my brother's probably coming on air in a minute, so we also like to pay respects to our mother, Maggie Ruth Wooten, because if your mother was like my mother, we grew up on Frank Aretha. If you lived in my mama's house, when Aretha was on the Ed Sullivan show, everything stopped because you had to go watch Aretha. And so I watched my mother grow up listening to her music, and she used to play it around the house all the time. So I know my brother thought about our mother yesterday, who passed a couple of years ago. So rest in peace, sister. We always remember your music, always remember you, and we always pay respect and honor to the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Healthy Living Friday, not to be confused. I'm gonna leave that alone, Reg. Leave that alone. Healthy Living Friday. That's what we do on Fridays here for the last, about what year now? Last year, we
First week of December was first show.
Yeah, December, first week. So we're almost coming on a year. Healthy living. We want to talk health today. I got guests in the house. We're going to get right to it. I got Hustle Muscle here, as usual, on Friday. He brought guests with him. I don't know if he knew that. I knew the guests he was bringing with him, because that's my a supporter for No Cover.
How you think I know the
Okay,
guests?
so when you say no covers, it's like get that D. You know, that's the number one supporter of No Covers in the house, besides my wife. You know, it's get that D. I'm gonna make sure she let everybody know about No Covers.
That's right.
So been supporting for a minute. So we got Brenda in the house to talk about some things. So let me let you get started and tell me how y'all got hooked up, and then we'll go from there with everything that you trying to do and what she's trying to do.
Well, you know what? I tell you how this got hooked up. Every Friday we come in here, we look at that board, and I see Ms. Brenda is the sponsor of No Covers. And I asked you about Ms. Brenda, and you know what you said? Anytime.
Time she won't go.
Anytime. So, gave her a call. What kind of products you got? And when she told me about these products, it's like, now I ain't easy to follow products, but the presentation, the knowledge, the ingredients, I'm gonna follow this. And I'm not the one to easily follow products.
I know.
That's not my thing. But this product right here, yeah, I'm gonna follow it. Matter of fact, I'm drinking some today.
Okay. So, Brenda, tell me how you got it, because we know you for. I didn't know you had it. I already knew you from Get That Deed. I already knew that's a sister who do real estate. She gonna get your house. I tell everybody, you want to go house, go use Brenda.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm to ask you, call me out there, ask me, say, look, I want to get a house. I don't know nothing about it except what I'm trying to do myself. You want to go get a house, go talk to Brenda. She got everything, go talk to her. But here, how did you get involved?
Yeah, well, pretty much like you said, truly real estate is my passion, putting our people in houses, that's a passion. But also my passion is health and wellness. Because at the end of the day, if you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to go to work to make that mortgage. You're not going to be able to enjoy that house, enjoy the kids. So I'm like, okay, so let me get this, take care of the whole family. So from head to toe, the beacon scores, the zip codes, I handle it all. I even help the people with the credit. So that's where the beacon score come in. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I was looking for something. I want to go back to a holistic, back to the herbs type living like our grandmama and them used to do. And because my daughter had some interaction with some medications, so I decided to look more into going to some healthy herbs. So I went looking for something. And so I ran across these products. I'm one of those people, I have to research it before I ingest it. And then also, once I started taking it personally, that say, okay, this stuff is so good, I want to stamp it and let other people know about it. So that's how I got involved with it.
And what is the exact product? What does it do? What is it and what does it do?
Well, pretty much, I'm an independent business owner with Total Life Changes, and they have products from all 9 different industries under one location. But our biggest known product is for our Detox tea. And this tea has 9 herbs in it. That's it. No laxatives and nothing. Because most people, the myth behind detoxing, number one, in our culture, they don't think that we need to. And number 2, they think that they go to the bathroom every day, they detoxing. Mm-hmm. And then number 3, they just feel like if you hear the word detox, you're going to be in the bathroom all day. So those are 3 myths that, I'm saying, okay, you can throw all of those out the door. And then we can have the conversation with an open mind. But at the end of the day, detoxing is very important. Because as you know, with all these GMOs and all this artificial food and, our system was designed to take none of this stuff in. Yeah. And so pretty much, so I promote detoxing with this detox tea, 9 herbs on it there again. So that's the first thing that I do. And the second thing that I promote is that we got to have the proper vitamins and nutrients and minerals in our body. And, and some of the myths with vitamins is number one, some people don't think that we need it. If you eat fruits and vegetables, that you're getting all the nutrients you need. But you got to remember, these fruits and vegetables today ain't like our grandmamas and them. This stuff been watered down. Even if they call it organic, over the years it's been watered down. And number 2, they think if they taking a daily vitamin like pills. That's what people used to.
The multivitamin?
Yeah, the multivitamin, the one a days or whatever. But at the end of the day, any pill form vitamin, you only get like 20 or 30% out of it. The rest of it come back out because your body can't ingest it. So, the next thing is, when you're giving your kids these gummy vitamins, that ain't nothing but sugar, and that ain't nothing, and the kids need, unfortunately, because of the foods and stuff, the kids need a little bit of detox too. Mm-hmm. This is safe enough for somebody 5 years or older. And also they need some real vitamins, and us as adults, we need it. If you Google some of the...
So you're telling me that this is safe?
Yeah.
For...
Yeah, 5 years and up.
So let me interject.
Go ahead.
Let me give a no covers version.
Go ahead.
If your child is in the New Hanover County school system, detox your child. Yeah.
That's where the Gen X and everything we got going on right here.
If your child gets lunch in the New Hanover County school system, they're eating fattening foods, processed foods that are diluted.
Very diluted.
That are put with every kind of chemical you what.
Think of.
And do you know why they call it free and reduced lunch? Now, do you research now? I'm telling you.
You tell them.
They call it free. They give you free and reduced lunch for a reason. Yeah. Watch the other children that don't get free lunch we eat. Watch what they eat. If your child, listen to me carefully, if your child is getting free and reduced lunch, make sure they get a detox this summer.
For real.
Before they go back to school. Because if you send them out there eating that mess, because I've been in cafeterias. I have 3 years in school systems. I know.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
And I had a mother-in-law that used to work at the cafeteria also. So she told me what they do in the kitchen.
So you know.
So I know.
Yeah, and so the vitamin, and as I was saying, this is a liquid form. And so the reason why I got down with this is because with it being liquid, 98% goes straight into the blood. So it ain't like you got that waste from pills. And like 1 tablespoon of this is like eating 10 salads because it got the minerals. So it fire your body up. So
how much?
1 tablespoon is like eating 10 salads. That's how much nutrients is in 1 tablespoon of this vitamin. And so this is safe enough for kids as well. But because this is enough for a grown person, I say, you can do something smaller for your kids depending on the age. But most of these kids now, as big as we are, that's because of the food they're eating, straight up. And so so both of these products have been instrumental in helping some people come in line with some of that overweight. But I don't promote this as weight loss, Yeah.
I read the back of this bottle, and it's a lot of good stuff on it. A lot of good stuff. Stuff that I take that I had no idea was in this product.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of
Stuff you take on a regular basis.
every day.
Okay.
Yeah. I supplement every day.
Well, see, most of us, as I guess my background gave me the information, but we don't know how the fattening of the animals work, and the hormones that were shot into the animals.
I'm telling you.
That's in the meat. So when you're dealing with chickens that's being pluffed up, you don't see these chickens before they go to market.
Man, I'm telling you.
We got real chickens in back of Link. They don't look nothing like the chickens go to market. So we got chickens that in the backyard, in our backyard of Link, we got chickens back there. We have farm produced egg. We have an organic farm. Those chickens don't look like the chickens that go to market. The chickens that go down to Rose Hill, that's on that belt.
Yeah.
Them jokers is injected.
Yes, they are.
The cows are injected, and everything's injected, and then it's in the meats, and these meats are being processed.
Yes.
And then they go. This is the second thing. Then they go to the fast food industry. They inject them again with some more chemicals to make the meat last longer, so that when they put that burger and cook it and put it in that little machine, the little warmer, 3 hours later it's still good. It still tastes like a cheeseburger. But they had to inject it with something so it stayed 3 hours. So then you eating all this injected food. So
what's wrong with that?
Then they take it and throw it all over TV.
Lamont said that should be a known fact by now. No, it's sadly.
I'll tell you what they're doing now. Man, I went to McDonald's to get a little girl a Happy Meal. And man, when I looked up there and seeing them pictures, across that high definition screen, of how them burgers and them chickens look, I'm like, man, now they're trying to entice us with the vision of to eat it. Now they're trying to make it look so good to the eye.
They get you in there, they want you to eat.
I'm like,
but you're eating chemically produced food, so if you don't get that out your body, that's one of the reasons why we're going to fast every year for those 3 months, for those 30 days. We have to get all of those detoxes. I mean, that's my save all. Them 30 days when I start getting all that stuff out my body. You start to fast and it starts running out, and you start to see it. You start looking, right? What in the world was that?
Yeah. And parasites. I don't care how healthy you eat. We all got parasites. And those parasites is the things that make us feel sluggish, make us crave the sugars, make us hold on to the fluids. And, you got to get something. You got to detox, but you got to take a product that kills parasites too. A lot of people don't know that. But, so you got to be mindful of all of that, because our body is just full of everything that it was never designed to handle because of the production of the foods today.
And they live in for years.
Yeah, they don't
die. They multiply.
They multiply. You for real, them things.
They don't die.
You got to kill them, and you got to get the special herbs to kill them with it. So that's another thing I got involved with that, because it kills parasites. So yeah. So to answer your question, that's why I got involved with it, because I knew it's something better that we need to do for ourselves.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What's the success rate with the product?
As far as doing what?
If a person sticks to a plan with this product.
Well, let me tell you what they've done for me. I can give you my personal testimony. Now, there's plenty else out there. Yeah. But when I started on this product, I was dealing with a whole lot of issues in my body. Number one, I used to have chronic sinus and ear infections for years, especially when the pollen season come. I used to couldn't even leave the house. When I started using this product, I noticed that I didn't have those issues anymore. Also, acid reflux. I used to have to take acid reflux pills every day for like 5 years consecutive. And they tell you on the package, it's not for long-term use. But anybody who suffers from acid reflux, they understand that you can't go a day, certain things you can't eat, whatever. Once I got on this detox product, and by the way, it's safe enough to take 365. So every day. So I take it every day. So everything I'm mentioning to you that I no longer experience, just drinking 16 ounces of this every day has kept things at bay. Acid reflux, because everything is in our digestion. If you got your digestion, yes, that acid is going to come up when you eating anything. When I got on this every day, I haven't taken an acid reflux pill now in over 2.5 years because I have drunk this every day for 2.5 years. Also, in addition to that, I'm a woman of particular age. I tell people, I'm 55, so I was dealing with, those private summers and those night sweats, you name it. A lot of stuff, I don't deal with none of that anymore. And the only thing that I do consistently every day in my life, 16 ounces of this, a tablespoon of this every day. So all I can tell you is the success rate. And also it keeps me, it keeps my abs. And I was telling you that I need to get more into an exercise thing, but at the end of the day, my digestion, when I eat, I'm getting the nutrients, but then it's keep it moving. It's not sticking in my organs anymore.
What about energy?
Energy.
I see you, but
look, I'm always on this though. I'm always on this. But listen, energy, 1 tablespoon of this, it lights you up within like 5 minutes. You'll feel it in your system, and you're like, boom, all day. So the energy is good.
Robin said she asked, what's the name of the product again?
Who?
Robin.
Robin, yeah. NutriBurst. Robin know about that NutriBurst. Listen, Robin got her own testimony on this NutriBurst. She knows. Yeah, Robin, that's my girl. She knows. Yeah, she helped me push these products.
Now,
yeah.
That other product you was telling me about, the protein product.
Yeah, the Chewy.
Okay.
It's a vegan protein. We used to getting the protein from meat, and that's good. Right. But a lot of people who want an alternative to meat, the vegans, the vegetarian, whatever, I have a pill called the Chewy. It's 1 pill. It's like eating a pound of meat, but
that's what it makes me about it.
Yeah, but it's veggie protein. It's spirulina, 100% spirulina. One pill got 500 milligrams of protein in it.
Okay.
Vegan protein.
So what happens is a lot of people, what I'm noticing nowadays is a lot of people are kind of saying no to meat, but your body still needs that protein.
Yeah. You gotta have it.
And meat is the biggest source of protein.
That's right.
But you got people that don't want to do a vegan lifestyle. They don't want to do the vegan lifestyle, but they don't want to eat the meat. Yeah. And I'm like, but you need a protein for muscle building and stuff like that.
That's
like, if not, you'll get flabby. You know what I mean?
That's
you won't have a good tone.
Yeah.
You need the protein, but I don't want to eat meat. I don't like the bristle of the chicken and all this right here,
It's good for that.
And it's like, well, what about fish? Well, I don't like fish. I'm like, you gotta do something. Yeah, you gotta
get your body is designed to have protein. You gotta have something. Yeah.
So that's why I was amazed about that product.
Yeah, I popped that pill and put a 16-ounce bottle of water on it. Yeah. It expands in your stomach. Your metabolism and everything fire up like you just ate a pound of meat, and then your muscles and everything ingested like you ate a pound of meat.
So no gain weight, no weight gain.
No, and you don't gain weight if you take it properly. And what I say about properly is that some people pop it first thing in the morning. That's their breakfast. Now, if you're gonna pop that and then put 1,500 or 2,000 calories on top of it with some pancakes and everything else. Now you might, because
you ain't taking it properly.
Yeah, because you get a pound of meat and all that other stuff. So, but and thank you for talking about weight, because a lot of people who are skinny, naturally skinny, who just can't seem to gain weight. Now that's what I tell them to do: pop 2 of them pills, eat everything that you want. And they start getting their little curves and stuff, especially women, they start filling out. They wanted it. But if you don't want to gain weight with it, respect it for what it is. Take it, or take it just before you go to
When they
exercise.
get it, they're gonna want to give it back.
Yeah, you know.
I
But
don't
take it just
want
before you exercise because you want to be,
Yeah.
you know, you'll be burning. You'll be burning
Somebody trying
to
to
So
get
this is
guilt
straight
back.
protein.
straight protein, 100%,
So
100%.
the
Yeah.
reason why I would say that would be good is because you're not getting the fat from the meat.
Right.
You're not getting sodium. You're not getting the carbs. You're getting straight protein.
Straight protein.
So,
Straight protein.
say for somebody like me,
Mm-hmm.
that would be something that I would probably use
Mm-hmm.
because I don't eat as much as I should.
Okay. Okay. So you need to
And
take two of those. That.
So
Yeah.
even though I got a lot of muscle mass,
Yeah. Yeah.
in order to preserve it, I still need to be
You
eating
got-
a certain amount of protein, which
That's
I
good.
don't eat. So,
Oh,
so
okay.
a product like that will actually be good for me because I typically don't eat a whole lot.
All right. Yeah. Pop
And
two of those.
but I know I got a certain amount of muscle mass in my body. In order to maintain it,
Yeah.
I gotta have a certain
Hey, that's good.
round of protein. So
Yeah.
that
well,
would be
you
a
teaching
good,
me on that.
that would be
you
a
know.
good product for me
Okay.
because I'm not taking in the carbs. I'm not taking in the sugar.
Nah.
I'm not taking in the greasy fat from the beef. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
something
don't
that
have
I can
any of
just,
that.
I'm
Pop
getting that
it,
protein.
you good.
I don't got to sit over the stove. Some people like the meal prep. All right, fine, no meal prep.
Yeah,
This is
pop,
another alternative for you.
Pop 2 pills and put 16-ounce water on
Get your
it.
little
It's
spinach
going to
with it.
span. Yeah, it's span.
Squash,
It's
some
going to
kids'
say, hey, I
cabbage.
got 2 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
2 pounds of meat I'm dealing with right
Yeah.
here.
I like that product right there, man.
Yeah.
So what's the? So what's? Let me ask a question.
Mhm.
And you all's travels. We get this information.
Yeah.
It's good information. We give it out constantly. We talk about health. What's our people's resistance?
Oh, man.
What resistance? Because we have the information, but if you look at our community,
Yeah.
especially our children, I'm concerned about our children.
Yeah. Obesity, childhood obesity.
I'm concerned about obesity. I'm
Yeah.
concerned about
It's
these
off the chain.
overweight children.
You gotta start with parents.
Obesity has become cool.
Mhm.
It's become the end. I'm worried about. See, I think my generation came on the beginning of fast food. So I grew up as a child. I still remember mom cooking every day.
Right.
I cook every day.
And the McDonald's was probably something the child did as a treat or as a reward.
What you mean, fast
or-
food?
Yeah,
That was Sunday. When Kentucky Fried Chicken on Sunday was a treat.
right, right.
A bucket of chicken on Sunday with daddy put, that was a treat. That was like going to the amusement park.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Y'all had a good week. All right, you know what? All
Yeah,
right,
You
let's
had a
do that.
good
We had
week, you going to the park with a bucket at the park. That was a treat for my dad. He was mad. Man, please, you go grocery shopping. That's where he went. And you went by that grocery shop and learned how to shop.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about this particular generation because I call it the fast food generation. It's the microwave generation.
It is. It's
And I watch what our children eat. I watch what my children eat sometimes. I watch the consumption of food.
Mhm.
And it's like, God, do you know they don't have that information because they're not getting to school.
Not getting to school.
You know, they're not in school. We remember the 4-H club?
Well,
Yeah, I remember it.
We had the 4-H
Yeah.
club. We learned the basic nutrition. They don't even do that
I'm
anymore.
gonna say that.
You
It's
know
still
what?
going.
That's done. They don't do that
because
anymore.
they don't want the kids to be educated about nutrition. That's why we have to educate. You know what, man? I'll tell you something. The other day, man, I was watching. I seen some teenagers fighting Creekwood, man, and the video almost went viral. Everybody was sharing it, blah, 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 blah. 200 something shares. I'm like, why don't we take our energy and take our health back?
Yeah.
Why are we taking our energy and sharing two kids fighting?
Because that's important and life is not. Life, so that's
You know what I'm saying?
that is life has become unimportant.
Yeah.
I have realized. I guess I've been with folks that lived a long. My granddaddy lived a long life.
Yeah.
I'm watching my father live the same long life. I want to live that long. I got longevity in my family.
Right.
That's
You know,
what you
81.
say.
You know, so I can see 81.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, no, I got to stop this stuff so I can get to
Yeah,
81.
get back to it.
Because if you got longevity in your family, you might as well live it.
That's right.
And we're not so our children, some of our children looking to die at 30. They're not planning to be here past 30, so we got to get that information out there about living long
Yeah.
and living life and enjoying life, because when you get your health right,
Mhm.
you feel better.
Feel a whole lot better. Yeah.
You feel better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You look better. You feel better.
Mhm.
You exercise, you do better. You start weaning off certain things.
I still say it's got to start with the parents, man.
Mhm.
And maybe we could do. I don't know, as far as maybe getting some community stuff going on, with doing some workshops and stuff like that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's got to start with the parents because, again, I remember my mom, man. I really learned about diet watching my mom growing up because the way she ate. That's how I really learned. I didn't know what I was learning.
Yeah.
But as I think back, I was actually learning about diet because that's pretty much, she never was into working out.
Yeah.
But she knew how to fluctuate her weight by using food.
Yeah.
So I really learned about it. Just so happened, I didn't know exactly what I was learning. I was eating that way. It wasn't until I started able to kind of make my own food choices that it just got out of control for me.
Yeah.
But when I was under her authority, it wasn't eating more than you need to. It was eating this way.
Yeah.
And that's just what
One of my first jobs was with a naturalist.
Yeah.
Growing up in the summer, we used to go out. We go out the woods every 14, 15. That's what our job was, going in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And he pick it out, we cut it down. Dandelion, sassafras,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the roots was. He was a doctor. That's what he made his medicine from.
Mm-hmm.
Those old remedies.
Right.
And he had one for your feet, one for arthritis. He had a remedy for everything.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I still, like I said, when Larry comes to town, I still get wood root tonic. There's a tonic called wood root tonic. And I mean, talking about clean, them roots and them chemicals, those herbs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we have gotten so
away from
far away.
Right.
I call it I hate to use the word integration, but we integrated into the wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of keeping what we had, because that's what we had.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the point, I can go out to eat like that. So we go eat like that. We operate like that. We integrated into health and fitness and finance and all things we should have integrated into. We integrated to the foolish stuff sometimes.
Right.
And that's what we got to take back. We got to take back our health. That's why we do the show on Friday with Health Delivery.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
We need it.
Take back your health, man. That's my hashtag, man. Yeah, I keep that, man.
But when you was dead, I was dead.
Yeah.
Both of us about to die.
But you know what? I think all that stuff that we did, I think I'm all right now. I hope so. I pray on it. I think I done got all that old stuff up out of
It's
me.
a good thing.
And I hope so.
The old habits, the old ways.
I hope I got it. I hope my body done detox itself from all of that old stuff we used to do. You know what I'm saying? But, this is I'm like real, because again, I had no idea about this product. That's why I was like, okay. And I'm impressed. Man, I am hard to please
Okay.
when it comes to, because I see so many.
That's
Like on social media,
Yeah,
everybody's selling this, everybody's selling that. And now here's the thing. Now, I got to say this.
Already.
When we talk, I said to you, the only downfall when products are introduced is nobody explains the importance of getting physical.
Yeah, you got to get that.
And it's more so you can't really just lean on the product.
No.
You can't just, all right, I'm going to drink this and it's going to happen.
You got to put that physical with it.
You got to do a little,
I
if it's just some walking, some skipping, some jump
I
roping.
agree. And I agree with that because as I told you, I need to do more of that, and I'm getting ready to get more onto a routine of doing that more than I do. And so, like the kids, the childhood obesity, they don't go outside and play like
That's
they
what
used to. It's everything electronic, whatever.
Tablets,
whatever.
games.
Yeah. So you put that on top of all the fake food and everything else. Then we got childhood diabetes, you name it. Kids got blood pressure issue. Come on now. So it's an epidemic.
Yeah, because we're not moving. I mean, you go. My wife went somewhere. What's Boston? You go into the doctor's office.
Mm-hmm.
Go in the doctor's office and look. They about to roll. No, the whole doctor's office on the phone. Ain't nobody doing nothing but.
Yes, gotta get that physical.
They got us.
Yeah.
We locked in. We glued in. And outside is right outside.
Yeah.
The grass is right outside. I got a habit when my granddaughter, our little exercise is to go outside and walk around, just so she can get some Biden.
Some air. Yeah,
Get some stuff
yeah.
B12. We talk about that sun in there.
I'm in a workout group, and somebody was talking about that this week. You know, like the kids don't play no more, parts, stuff like that. And I'm looking at, I stay out this group, man, because they won't kick me out of there. But yeah, 'cause, you know, I don't cut no corners. But I'm looking at the comments of parents, and they're like, "Oh, it's too hot outside." I'm like, "It's too hot outside? What do you mean it's too hot outside?"
Maybe about 7 o'clock.
My kids can't go out because it's too hot. They're down there in the heat.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I ain't mistaken, the sun ain't changed in all these years.
No.
Man, do you remember when you had to stay in the house?
Like the sun ain't hotter for 2018.
You remember that was punishment?
Yeah, they're right.
You had to stay in.
It used to be
You're right.
punishment to stay in the house.
That-
No, you can't go outside today. Man, you be looking out the window miserable. You looking out the window, everybody's playing. You looking out the blind. They laughing at you. Hey, you can't come out today. You know what? It was punishment to stay in the mamas. That was your punishment. You stay in the house today.
Now parents are saying that the sun done got hotter for 2018.
You say stay in the house now. They say good, thanks. I stay in the house all week, good.
It got hotter outside, man. I'm like, the sun ain't changed. It's
Not
temperature.
changed. It ain't changed. We stay out there with
Here's another one, man. Here's another one I seen now. People get killed and people kidnapping kids. I'm like, man, it was kidnapping been going on. What? All these excuses.
Because we knew what your kids was. You don't go past
There you go.
that tree
There
on
you
the
go.
corner.
There you go.
I didn't go past the garbage can. I had a block. It was a block.
There
If
you
you
go.
went outside that block, you was getting it when you got back. Didn't I tell you not to go past that green tank up there?
Right.
You knew the boundary. Don't go past. I better be in eyesight. When my mama, we used to have a relay because we did sneak out sometimes. So we have to have a relay. So that when mama came outside, we'd be 2 blocks over, right?
Yeah.
So somebody would be in the alley waiting. So when my mama come outside, down, somebody would relay it, and you try to make it back in time.
Right.
You be back.
But
You already knew.
But you was probably out there with 10, 15, 20 other kids.
It was cool.
That's
So it's
right.
like, who?
It was the difference back then.
Yeah, who's going to come and kidnap a kid when it's 20 of them?
Nobody.
Because
Okay.
everybody, you got 20 kids about to jump on you, man.
Yeah.
So I think parents were just, and I ain't telling this in this group, I don't want to kick me out, but I think they was coming up with excuses, man.
Sure.
And my question want to be is, well, how many of y'all as parents are active yourselves?
Right.
And if that's the case, if you feel as though it's a
Ask that in
danger,
that group.
if you feel as though it's a danger for your child to get active, then why don't you take your child and why don't y'all get active
Yeah,
together?
have to do it together.
And cut
This is a good thing.
if that's really what's, you know,
Holding you back.
right. If you saying, you know, if that's really what it is, then hey, go, you know,
Yeah.
monkey bars, park, swing, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You know,
can
find your
get
gym,
out-
find your attractive
get outside of your neighborhood, go walk, whatever.
Go on your front porch and do some moving around. Go in your living room, move the coffee table out the way, do some moving around.
Yeah, you do
Robert said Christmas Day, his kids was riding bikes. I said they don't buy bikes no more.
Yeah.
I'm not buy no bike for Christmas no
Look
more.
at Toys R Us had to shut down, you know.
Exactly.
You know, the kids don't play
Think
with
about it.
toys and
Toys
stuff
R Us
like
had
they
to
used
shut
to.
down.
You know.
They shut it down. It went out of business. I'm about to buy bikes like they used to no more.
But you know, like I told you about that fight in Creekwood, man, I'm telling you, that's what they do. Now, when they do go outside, they want to fight. They do go outside. They want to fight, and then they want to get exposure on social media, and you ain't doing nothing for your health. You ain't doing nothing to try to live longer.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, and it kind of agitates me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
We
Because
want better. We want better for our
yeah,
community as a whole.
we already
everybody.
behind.
Yeah.
So how do they find you if they want to try your products?
Well, pretty much they can just reach out to me. The easiest way, just go to changesarehere.com. So changesare.com. Because on that site is where I put all my services that's going to help, whether it's with the body or the real estate or the
For
credit.
everything.
I put everything. So I did changesarehere.com. That way, that's the best way to connect with me. And then, of course, I'm on Facebook, Brenda Carlton Jackson. You can reach me on
Y'all
Facebook.
always
That's
call me.
about it. Yeah.
So when is your
Yeah.
next real estate seminar?
Well, pretty much, you know, Well, pretty much, I'm going to be having a date pretty soon at some local churches, but I got a group called Get That Deed. So you can go to getthatdeed.com and take you straight to my Facebook group. I'll be doing lives in there, you know, giving content, you know, because truly anybody within 18 months or less can own a home. They just need to get themselves in position. And that's what I do. I get them a free game plan and tell them if they follow XYZ, then they can become a homeowner 18 months or less. I don't care if everything right now is behind. I'm going to tell you how to catch it up. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you if you do this, then you'll get your deed. We just celebrated a single female, 27 years old, no kids, just yesterday, got her deed. And, you know, we got people who rented for 50 years. I had a disabled veteran who rented for 50 years. He got in contact with me, took me to the bank. Long story short, he's living in the country now. He was staying over there on Clay Street or something. He said, Brenda, I'm tired of seeing these activities going around. I'm tired of hearing gunshots. Now he's in Leland on the porch, listening to some crickets, you know, happy, you know. But long story short, but I got involved with everything because our community needs a little extra help in knowing what to do, because all we have heard is that we can't. And I'm here to tell you, that ain't nothing. That you just throw that out the door.
I've seen you successful. How many years you been doing that?
I've been doing real estate now since 1991 full time. So I'm in my 27 years on real estate, and this health and wellness for 3 years now. Yeah.
That's the hustle right there.
Yeah.
That's the hustle right there. Like you said, you could take a person, you got everything they need from the health.
From head to toe, the beacon scores and zip codes. I got you.
And you know what? That's and I gotta tip my hat, because just keeping up with my brand and keeping up with his brand. You know, we had 3 other things on top of that. Golly, what? You know, and that's definitely
going back to our children conversation. Yvonne says a generational thing. That's what you said. The parents don't instill in this generation. This generation more concerned with lifestyle, sneakers, or other activity, other articles of clothing, the smartest smartphone. How far they're going to drop their pants. You know, well, you're right about that. Fashion industry. But it's again, that's why that product is good. The same way they infiltrate the meat and the foods, they've infiltrated the industry
everywhere.
I don't think they understand the hidden hand. We have a $1 trillion spending power.
Ooh, we spend more than
we spend more than anyone else on the stuff that they promote for us. So when you see these commercials, when you see, and I wish I'm kind of at a crossroads with my talented 10th, I call them the talented 10th, my talent that's out there that know better. See, I'm at a crossroads with my Jay-Z's and my stars and entertainers. I'm at a crossroads with them sometimes. Well, some of them do good work, but some of them help push that same brand down to these children and down to the parents. And I'm at a crossroad with them sometimes. Sometimes I'm with you. Sometimes I'm like, y'all can do better at promoting health. Y'all can do better at promoting the right foods. Y'all can do better at promoting stuff to buy and not to buy. Because as I better not say that name. Where my good brother used to say, if you got Jordans on your feet, but you still can't spell, something wrong.
Something wrong.
Your child got Jordans on their feet and getting D's in school, something is wrong.
Right.
I mean, something is totally wrong with he got Jordans and the newest fashions on their body, and they bring it home a report card, and it's got one D on it. I wouldn't even take a C. But if it got a D on it, something is wrong with your priorities. Because I need to take all that back out the house. And when you bring home some A's, B's, and C's, then we can talk about the newest fashion, the newest smartphone, the newest other things. So I'm with you 100% on that.
You got some celebrities, man. You know, like 50 Cent, man. He got into the health. You know, he got into it.
Jadakiss and them got the juice. I got to give him credit.
Jim Jones got into it. Waka Flocka, they got into Waka Flocka. He's vegan now. And so you got some of the people that our kids look up to. They are making that transition. of doing a little better about taking their health back. They are.
And Rick Ross look good.
They could be more.
Yeah, Rick Ross look good
Rick
right
Ross,
now.
yeah, that Ross stuff.
I haven't
Ross
even
fit.
seen him.
Oh, Rick
Yeah.
look good. Rick and my man did.
Who that?
What's the DJ?
DJ Khaled.
Khaled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
He was that way.
So that's a good,
Yeah, it's a good trend.
good step, and but we could use
You
more.
do a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Especially with on that side of it, man. We could use more. I think we could use more.
Yeah.
But it's good that those that's doing it, they are doing it. And my thing with me is, I think I told you that it's a lot of us, minority wise, that are actually successful in health and wellness. We just don't know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They think they're successful.
You was telling me the other week about the show you went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
very
whole
few.
judges panel looked like us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like,
All right.
hey, I didn't even
Did he know?
no idea.
All right.
The promoter of that show looked like us.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And so, I think there's a guy, man, on YouTube and Facebook, and his story, man, Brandon Carter. Brandon Carter was pretty much, he got like one of them Tyler Perry stories, man. Now his life is where he wanted to be. He's helping people. He's able to provide. You know what I'm saying? And young brother too, man. Young brother. Give out free information all the time. Young brother.
That's a beautiful thing.
I went from nothing to something.
That's good.
So I mean, I didn't realize until I got into it that there's a lot of people that look like us.
That's in it now.
Yeah, and that's
a
successful.
good thing.
And yeah, it is. So we kind of
Getting there, but we got a long way.
We got a long way to go, man.
We getting there, but we got a long.
And I'm starting to tell people, like you say, it's a mind shift type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, in our culture, we have gotten more used to thickness, and it's not the thickness, not the problem. It's the health.
Right. That's what I'm worried about.
Exactly.
Right.
Key point.
Yeah.
And I had to say that to the sister that was here the other time when Melanie was here. I was trying to stress that. It's not that about that. It's about the health part. They would be healthy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You
just
got to
be
bring
healthy.
it in line.
Yeah, that's key point.
Yeah.
Key point.
Because it's going to come back on you if you're not doing it. I know that.
Right.
I mean, I shouldn't be. There's no reason why I should be suffering from my sarcoidosis the way I did, but I know why. I had those years of absence. Years I got. I mean, I'm even Reggie. No, I used to eat. I mean, you know where I was at when I was back. I boom, 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 boom. I was on it. Then I had about 7 years. I was just like, boom, forget it. I threw How to Eat to Live out the window.
No supplement, no herbs, no none of that. Right?
Herbs, I mean, we had to.
On the low, I was sitting back like,
He looking at me like I lost his mind.
I don't know about to say something.
What?
I didn't do
I
everything.
just got your back, man.
You had my back. I threw it out the window. I mean, I grew up with my elementary. We had the first herbal store on Castle Street. We had a halal herbal store on Castle Street, so we had everything. I mean,
So you know about the power of the herb. You know
I grew up. My mother and father first worked on it. My mother used to be. I understand. My mother was over 300.
Okay.
My father was too. My mother, one day woke up and got a book called How to Eat to Live, and that became our Bible in the household.
Okay.
How to Eat to Live. We went all through the herbs, and that's how we grew up. My early teen. That's what we watched. My mother went from almost half away. She went down, and it made her feel so much better. She was so much healthier. Because I actually didn't like my mama coming to school. When she came to school, hey, mama. That was growing up as a child. I had that.
Think about this.
Signal with
I
me.
met your mom.
Yeah.
And I would have never known that.
You met, you seen my mom.
Never known.
Yeah, never.
I never known.
But she went on a total change, and I watched that, and that's why I grew up. That's why I worked with Dr. Jackson doing herbs. And then, of course, when I transferred to Islam, that was natural. It was How to Eat to Live, the books, the diet, eating 1 meal a day, nothing in between. I was on it. I was on it. I worked with Elamine over here on Castle Street. We had a halal store, so we kill our own animals. And I had the herb shop and teas.
Wow.
And then I took a break and lost my mind for a couple of years. I went downtown, opened me a club called Sweet House of Soul, and lost my mind. That's what happened. I don't mind. I will testify. My testimony is real. And people know that, that's why it's called No Covers. I don't cover up nothing. I just keep it real. I went downtown, I opened me a club for 4 years and lost my mind.
Oh man, I feel you.
I did a little of everything.
But you know something though? You know, that brother right there, he always supported, even when I was like, hey man, I'm about to change my life up. He always supported that. And you know, that meant a lot because I lost so many good people.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were good, but I lost so many people when I started making my transition to my new lifestyle. You know what I mean? When especially when you tell a person,
go through that
I no longer want to do what I used to do no more. I want to do something different.
That's when you.
And the true friends are the ones that kind of hold you down.
One that's gonna be
He better put me back on track.
And, you know, we held each other down on that. It was like, all right, man, we ain't doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't doing that no more. All right.
He put me back. I said he can do it. And I said, man, he can do it. I'm looking in the mirror saying, your student teaching the teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he like, that's supposed to be my student. And the student, he gonna teach the teachers. I hold on. You know what? I gotta get this thing back together.
But that halal lifestyle is good. This matter of fact, the stamp halal approved. So yes.
Oh.
Look, you see that stamp right there?
Oh.
I ain't playing. Look, but I say that it's straight to the earth.
Yeah.
Straight to the earth.
She know. You all heard it now. Now for folks that don't know what halal approved is, for you all that don't know what halal, when you have a product that's halal approved, it has to go through the Islamic and Jewish body, and these scholars have to approve it. You just don't get no halal sample in any product. You have to go through. There's certain chickens that's halal approved. Halal means that the prey has been done properly. Some of the chickens that they come out of Rose Hill, they call them halal approved, but they haven't been approved by the body because those chickens have been put on a belt and they slaughtered by a slit. That's not halal approved. If the chicken is doing like this on the belt and you cut this belt, that's not halal approved. A halal animal is killed mercifully. It's killed with little agitation and slaughtered, and the prey is done and it's slaughtered. Well, like also byproducts, when it's halal approved, there's a lot of products that are produced that is not halal approved because they have pork byproducts in it. It has no pork byproducts. When they put that stamp on it, I mean they have no pork byproducts. You're good to eat it. It's kosher. Another word for it is kosher. Kosher and halal go hand in hand. So if you in somewhere you can't eat, as a Muslim, you can't eat halal, so you go look for a kosher Jewish shop and you go eat their food.
Yeah, that is.
That's halal food.
Organic too. I got that stepped up.
Yeah, that means it has that. That means that's good to go. It has no byproducts.
And that's why I was saying, our body just got to go through.
Yeah.
You got to get your body in line.
This right here.
That's yours right there. Go and sample it.
Yeah,
go and sample it.
A lot of folks have to go in. We have a byproduct list.
I mean, got hardly no taste to it at all.
Yeah, it really don't.
Yeah.
So we have a byproduct list that we have to go into the store and look at the list of byproducts. A lot of food like Jello. Jello's a byproduct, a pork byproduct. Yeah, Jello in it.
Take a little swig.
A lot of folks don't. It's a pork byproduct.
So you can let them know.
It tastes like water.
I told him you can drink water. You can drink just 16 ounces a day.
It's like a little sassafras.
Yeah, that's it.
Any sassafras in there?
No, but it's got ginger, chamomile, myrrh,
you can taste that.
papaya.
I can drink that.
You know,
I can drink that.
That's it.
I'm drinking water anyway.
That's
I can drink
water.
that.
Yeah.
You got, you know what? Now you got me.
So I got you.
You got me. So listen, you got me. So listen, I'm gonna buy something. You got me. You got me. You got me. You got me.
Yeah, I'm just out here promoting. I mean, we got to get back to the herbs. We got to get our body cleansed, and you got to put the nutrients back in because a lot of people they need to go and Google how your body reacts to being mineral deficient.
Right.
A lot of people are dealing with stuff in their body because they ain't got the proper nutrients and minerals.
Right.
There again, I've heard the doctor say, I don't care how much fruits and vegetables, whatever, not supplementing is not even an option anymore. You got to do something else to put the minerals into your body, but you got to get all that poison out of your body too. So it's a two-part process. Take it out, put it back in, and you'll be amazed. I don't never make no medical claim, but the people who started detoxing and didn't put the minerals back in, they go back to the doctors after. They say, what have you been doing? Because your numbers was here, but now your numbers is there. What is so drastic? They like, what have you been doing?
Right.
Sipping a little tea and taking a little liquid vitamin.
And there's a book out one time called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And,
What are you talking about?
and a lot of stuff
What's
you get. So and I'll say this because I got some folks that I see join online that I need to say this to. When I mean dead doctors don't lie, doctors not going to tell you everything. And a lot of doctors just don't know. They know what they've been medically taught.
That's
and
right.
they've been medically taught to give you pills.
That's it.
Doctors are medically trained because they get paid and they have an association with the pharmacist and they work hand in hand. The doctor and the pharmacist work hand in hand. That's why the pharmacist comes to visit the doctor's office and give them samples.
The samples to give to their patients.
They give you samples to give to the patients and
That's
get you
right.
hooked on the medication because
right.
that's how they work hand in hand.
That's how
They're
they
like
do
they're like the judge and the lawyer.
That's it.
You know, they got a hand-in-hand deal.
That's
The
it.
district attorney and the lawyer, they go behind door and make closed door deals.
That's it.
So when they come to, they get the little people, they go out there. And I used to have a friend of mine, you remember a friend of mine that worked, the new meds.
Mhm.
So most of the time, a new medication, it takes 10 years for it to hit the market. She used to bring stuff home that hadn't even hit the market yet.
Wow.
And it would sit around the house. She said, this is what's going to come out, and this is what's going to come out. And the test results on these meds that they put out, and they just send them to the market, sometimes blind. The doctor's job is to get you hooked on pills. Now, your job, family, this is your job. Your job is to use this media that you have that you never had before. Because when we were coming along, you had to go to the library and get this. You got Google now.
Right.
There is nothing that we
You can
discussed
Google
today
anything.
that you cannot Google. You can challenge anybody on anything. There's nothing about your health that you can't Google.
That's
Nothing
right.
that's out there vitamin wise. It's up to you to use this computer and this
That's
technology for what is what and save your life.
That's
Because if you keep going to the doctor and listening to that doctor, his job is to put you on pills, which is fine. But those pills have a side effect. And that's why I hate pills. I'm on a pill right now. I'm weaning myself off because I got on it for a reason, but now it's time for me to get off of it. And I'm weaning myself every day off the pill. So why you get off the pill? I said, because I don't want this pill. Because I know the side effects of these pills. With my sarcoidosis, with the side effects, I'm going to be like Bernie Mac dead. I'm going to be like Prince dead. Going to these doctors and taking these pills when I know a healthy lifestyle and what I'm supposed to do. So it's as simple as that, people. If you want to live, go do your research. And then when you get a chance, when you go to the doctor, ask your doctor.
Yeah.
That's what I tell
Ask
them.
them.
Matter of fact, I tell them, I say, ask your doctor about, and I'm talking about my products, but really and truly, if you get in your mind that you got to detox and you get in your mind that you got to put in minerals, but whenever somebody come to me about what I got, I give them a flyer.
Yeah.
I say, if you're on these medication, if you're concerned, take it to the doctor. That's not once that they come back and say that the doctor said I couldn't.
Exactly.
But I said, keep doing what you're doing, but just know for yourself, you got to help your body.
Yeah.
I tell them, help your body help itself. Whether you get mine or somebody else's, go get somebody's
Get
detox.
somebody.
Go get somebody's liquid
I have
vitamin
dealt with people
and do so. I'm just straight up, and I mean
Get
that.
somebody.
I mean that. Go get
Get somebody.
And help
Just
yourself.
help you when you can. Get somebody.
Help yourself.
Help yourself. we got to because like I said, the pills, I see people on 15, 16, all these bottles of pills. Come on, man.
Take all that.
It's the side effect, and they give you this pill for this side effect. Then you aching here, then you get another pill for that. Then all of a sudden you get another pill for that. No. Not with the research I know, and I know better. I mean, how you live years for years. I know. I used to have a sister to cook for me every day. Sister Glenda used to cook for me every day. I knew what was going in my food because the Glenda made sure that's what Dowd played right there. She cooked for me every day, and I knew what was in it. I knew exactly what. I knew every herb she put in it. I knew I had a sarcoidosis skin. I used to always put some turmeric on my food, and I got away from it. I got away and got back in, and I started breaking out. And I said, "Oh, you know what? I know better than this." My brother came out and got on me. He said, "Boy, you know better. You know how I'm gonna live. You know better. Get back to the basics. Go back to the basics. Do what you're supposed to do and get yourself back together."
So where we go? Well, you keep asking a question, man, but we got to do something.
Well, we gonna have to network on that.
Yeah, we got. But you know what? Again, that was the reason that I reached.
Yeah. So you can have we network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, I know that that's an issue in our community that we need to tackle.
Yeah.
And so we need to be trying to do as much coming together, network, because power in numbers.
It's power. Yeah.
So we need to be trying to bring it together, and because it's sad in our community. It's sad.
Well, I'm still
Sad,
working
man.
on something coming up next year. I haven't talked about that yet, but I'm looking at a couple spots.
Yeah.
I'm working at something that we can build in this community that I can share all this information with,
Yeah.
versus having to be here at the station so much.
Yeah.
Because there's so much information out there, and there's so many of us that's disconnected that need to be connected.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have that spot. We don't have that place where we can get information.
Right.
You remember the old town hall we used to have on Castle Street?
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Cherry had.
Yeah, I
We
remember.
don't have that no more. We don't have a
Yeah.
spot like that. That's what we got. We're in the process of trying to build something like that. I'm working with a couple brothers to be online. We're not talking about that right now. I was told to be silent, so I'm gonna be silent.
All
But
right.
we're working on some things. Hey, appreciate you coming in, brother.
Oh, yeah,
Hustle
thank y'all
Muscle,
for
as
having me.
always,
This is
every
beautiful,
Friday.
beautiful.
We'll be back. Oh, next week we're out. We're out next week. Happy anniversary. And my anniversary coming up on a year. So,
All right. Oh,
yeah,
hey.
anniversary
Beautiful,
next week. So
beautiful,
I'm gonna be
beautiful.
out next week with my
I
lovely
love
wife,
your life.
going
Love
out for a
Lord.
minute
Yeah.
and enjoying our 1 year anniversary.
beautiful,
That's
beautiful.
one of the best things that ever happened in my
Yeah,
life.
you got you a good one
Got me
there.
back on track and got me
Yes,
focused.
Got you an
And
angel.
got no covers where it needs to be. So I see y'all. Well, we will be on Monday and Wednesday. She did allow me to come on Monday and Wednesday. Just won't be back on Friday. We're going out of town. So we'll be back Monday and Wednesday, and then we'll be back the week after that with Health to Living Friday. Peace and blessing, y'all. We'll see y'all. Tune in. See y'all later. Thanks, Brenda, for coming in. Thanks, Hustle Muscle. Peace and blessing.
All right.